during the George Floyd killing, the police killing of George Floyd by Derek Chauvin. There was unrest in the city, and that he took too long to call the National Guard. At the time, he addressed that and said he takes responsibility for that. And to say that he didn't care, that he sat around for 2 days and watched the city burn, I just know that isn't true because I too was there. And I think it's important to point out that Governor Walz was reelected. So if the people of Minnesota were so upset with him about how he handled things, I don't think he would be reelected. Could you please respond to what you heard
Okay.
former President Donald
So,
Trump say about this ticket?
okay, let's just unpack. So, number one, everyone knows the tragic, horrific murder of George Floyd, and the fact that Tim Walz actually stood in and gave the case to Attorney General Ellison, who literally brought justice to not just Minnesota, but to the world with how he handled that case. That was Tim Walz's decision to take it away from the local attorney and give it to Attorney General Ellison, first thing. Number two, he did call in the National Guard. And he got he got grief from some people for doing it, but those were peaceful protests were happening, yes, but there were violent, horrific riots, and there was much damage, and that is why he called in the National Guard. And the final thing is, at which you maybe heard this tape that just got released, Donald Trump commended, I'd never, of course, heard this tape, but I just heard it. There's a tape of him commending Tim Walz, two other governors who were on the call, and Tim Walz was on the call, for what he'd done and how he handled it.